My passion completely is for my people and people in general. I see suicide and I see depression, I see mental health, and we're not talking about it. I'm Kaval, Yakima, Nez Perce, Sioux, which is Native American tribes, and I'm also Samoan Islander. So my community is completely what built me to be the person I am today. Like, I was raised in the longhouse, and I also was raised in my Samoan culture, and I give everything I have to being brought up by, my community. My Uncle Aaron was a part of the American Indian movement, a Native American movement that helped us get all the rights that we have today. And so his job was that he would run messages. And the fields that I train in, those are the same fields he used to train in for the movement. So when I run, I try to imagine him running beside me. I run because it was like the one thing that I was kind of good at. It was something that as long as you work hard, you continue to get better. I remember my first race, it was so bad. My dad ran the whole race with me. He cheered me on and he was beside me telling me to dig deep, and at that age I didn't really know what that meant. That was most of our bonding growing up, was sports and athletics. And so him kind of training me and trying to get me stronger made me a lot more confident and also built me and his relationship really strong. So he's a boxing MMA coach. His workouts to this day, like no matter how in shape, like I'll come back from college, I'll be like, I'm pretty in shape now, I can handle it. And no, they're really hard. We train early in the morning, or if I don't get enough mileage in, I have to train really late at night. And they're dirt fields, and my dad or my brothers, they'll drive the truck right beside me when I run, and it's a lot of fun because they cheer, they play music. My sophomore year of high school was definitely a trial year for me. I had a close family member pass away that year, and I had 2 friends commit suicide. Not only that, is I transferred schools. I felt so out of place, and running became like a coping mechanism. My dad was actually in jail at the time, so my goal was to win so you could see my name in the paper. My coach was pretty bad to me at first, and so I quit. And I had felt completely defeated, like she had won and she took that one thing away from me. And then my little cousins told me that they were gonna be fast like me. And it was like kind of a weird click for me. I realized I had a lot of little eyes on me and that it wasn't only about me anymore. My dad told me I could either be a quitter or I could be a success story. And so that year I trained really hard with him, and the next year I came back and I started winning a lot of races, and I'm qualified for a lot of races. I started receiving recruitment letters, and I didn't even have Portland in the mix. My senior year, I got injured and I was in a boot, and I wasn't able to even get to state. Then school started pulling out, and then Portland State called, and the team was so friendly. I felt very at home here, and then the coach was honestly one of the biggest game changers for me. He talked about how he wanted to grow each one of his runners as a person as well as an athlete. And so it was like a no-brainer for me. I want to go to the school, like instantly, this is the one. I hadn't had that any other school. It's called Ch'ush, which means water in Yakima. So when you think about a river, like what does the water do? Like if there's a rock, the water will go over, the water will go around, and over time, if it penetrates it enough, it can go through. Like being Native American, we're gonna have a lot of obstacles, and we're gonna have a lot of hardships, but we have to continue finding new paths and new ways to go around it and continue on our path and on our journey. I think it's really important to learn the importance at a young age of mental strength, and you can teach that through running. This year, actually, I fell into a really bad depression, and I wasn't able to run anymore, and I wasn't able to go to school anymore, and getting out of bed was hard. And my coach, Josh, he reached out, and he actually walked me to counseling. And I kept telling him I didn't need it, and he reassured me that it was okay. I'm sorry. I was in a really dark place. Out of that discomfort, I found out a lot about myself, and I realized how strong I was, and because of this community, I ended up getting through it. And that's the kind of program you want to be a part of, you know, the one that fights for you to be here. So currently, I'm going to school for business marketing. My goal is to start a business and have it run on reservations so I can kind of help the economy there and open up more jobs for my people. My long-term crazy goal would be to run for a big crown like Miss USA or Miss America, because I think we need a lot of representation in that. And I remember I looked at like beautiful Native American women and I just saw our ancestors, you know? And I want our young girls to have a representation of us. We're seen as beautiful, we're seen as worthy, we're seen as strong. And so I think that would be a big goal for me. Indigenous women here, Indigenous women in Alaska and Canada are going missing. The thing is, people aren't looking for them. Cops are not looking for them, and our own people are having to do river sweeps, and you know, mothers are looking for their daughters. And not only that, is that there should be laws in place to protect us. We're all so important. I want our women and our girls to continue to feel sacred and beautiful, because they are. I think my passion completely is for my people and people in general, and to be able to be in the position I'm in now. And I want to be able to bring up my community that's, you know, helped me be where I am today and put me in this position to start with. Right now I'm doing stuff, but I hope that this is just a small standard compared to what the youth is going to do.